So today I'm going to be doing a re-recorded version of the Naked Smokey Palette review. I did record this last week and I was just editing it. Editing it now, and it's so dark. The lighting on it is absolutely awful, and you can't really see what I'm doing. So I'm refilming the whole thing. The only thing I'm not doing is redoing the swatches because I took photos of the swatches. So I'm not going to swatch it on my hand because there's no need, because I've already got swatches in the video. But I am going to show you what you get, and I'm going to also do a demo using this to show you how it applies, what the fallout is like, how it blends, this, that and the other. So it comes in this pretty box, and then on the back it's got all the colours and what brush you get. And then inside you get the palette. And you get this, and this is how to do smoky eyes the Urban Decay way, and it's got 4 different types of smoky eye on it, which are Smoky Cat, Everyday Smoky, Smoky Reality Star, and Iconic Urban Decay Smoky Eye. And the good thing about these is it tells you what sort of brush to use, it tells you which colour to use, whether to use it wet or dry, how to apply it, so that you can create these looks, which is quite good if you are a bit of a novice at makeup, or if you want to learn how to do more smoky looks. It is quite cool, but that's all you get. I'm a little bit disappointed because when I bought Naked 1 and Naked 2 this year from Debenhams, I got a free, have I got it in here? I got a free like tester pack of the primer potions, which last ages. One of these, and it has 4 different shades in it, which is Original, Eden, Anti-Aging and Sin. Sin I don't really use that much, but I use it when I'm desperate. But these last ages, and it didn't come in this, so I don't know if that's just a Debenhams thing or whether Urban Decay are getting a little bit stingy with their freebies now. I don't know. But anyway, so this palette is plastic. Very different to the other two. Naked 1 has got like a cardboard with a fur over the top, not like a fuzzy fur, and 2 and 3 were both tin. Let me grab them and I can show you. Ooh. So 1 is like this furry one, and it doesn't feel that stable, to be fair. And then it's got magnetic closure and a very small mirror. And then 2 and 3 are both tin. They do not have magnetic closure. They have little clips, which are here and here, and they clip in, and that keeps it closed, which is a very good idea in theory, unless you have children or pets. My pets knocked my Naked 3 onto the floor, so now it doesn't stay shut because they broke the little bits off. So I have to make my Naked 3 look very glamorous with a black accessory to keep it shut. So I am quite glad that with the 4 they've brought the magnetic closure back, because it's just a bit easier. So Naked 2 and 3, they made the mirror a lot bigger. Please excuse my dirty mirror. And then, like I said, 4 is a magnetic closure. The back is see-through, which is quite cool. But yeah, the mirror is still big. I haven't took the plastic off this one yet, so I've still got that luxury to do. And this is the brush you get. I have got the different brushes as well to show you. So in Naked 1, we got, well, in the newer version of Naked 1, because in my old Naked 1, I just had an eyeshadow brush. In the newer version, you get like a fluffy brush this end and a thin eyeshadow brush this end. And I love these thin eyeshadow brushes because they're great for going under the eye. And in 2 and 3, they made this one a little bit longer, like the thin shadow brush, and this one a little bit fluffier. And then in the newest one, in the Smoky, you've got a pencil brush and you've got a blending brush. But look at the difference between the blending brushes. So this one is going to be quite useful. I must admit I don't tend to use the shorter fluffy ones on 2 and 3. So they never need cleaning in my house. So yeah, that's the brush this time. I do quite like the pencil brush, but I prefer the thin ones for underneath my eyes. So, really bad, don't do that. These are your colours. And it's kind of set out differently this time, because with your other Naked palettes, like let's use one because it's the easiest to open, it kind of starts lighter at one end and then goes to dark, see? Whereas in this one, they've done it into categories rather than shades. They've still kind of followed the shades, but you've got 4 like glittery ones, then 4 shimmery, then 4 matte. So, 4 matte hot. But yeah, so quickly run through the names for you. Starting from this end, you've got High, Dirty Sweet, Radar, Armour, Slanted, Dagger, Black Market, Smoulder, Password, Whiskey, Combust and 13. So, I don't really understand the point in names, but it's quite handy, I suppose, if you want to buy one singly. Like in Naked 2, I absolutely love Blackout. It is the best black I've ever used. So I know that I can go into Urban Decay and just buy the Blackout single, so it's quite handy having the names. I just don't really understand, like, why is that called 13? Why is that called Combust? But anyway, I have used this palette a few times now, so I feel like I can confidently give you my honest opinion, and I am going to be using it again in this video, but I'm going to say I'm not overly impressed. I'm actually quite disappointed with this one. I was so excited about it. I first saw it on X-Sparkage. Alicia got it really, really early and did a demo of it, and I thought, oh my god, it looks amazing. And you know what I'm like, I only wear Decay eyeshadow because it's the only one that doesn't crease on me. So I was really excited for this because I thought, smoky eye, that's my thing, that's my look. I'm really excited for this palette, and it's actually left me feeling a bit flat. I'm glad I've got it, but what I would say is, if you've not bought an Urban Decay palette before, like I've got a friend who is very interested in getting into Urban Decay, and she's like, which palette should I go for first? Should I get the new one? And I've said to her, no, don't get that as your first one, because it will leave you disappointed with the others. So I recommend, depending what colours you want, getting 2 or 3 first. But like I said, I do like the palette, and some of the colours are beautiful, but others are not so good, and they've actually left me feeling really gutted. The one I was so excited about in this is Smoulder, which is this one, and it looks like this gorgeous, like, dirty purple with like hints of copper and blue going through it. It looks absolutely beautiful in the palette. On your eyes, not so much. The colour that you get is not purple. It's like a mucky black. It's okay, you can use it, but it's not that. I'm sorry, but it is not that. Even with proper primer potion, the only primer potion I use is Urban Decay. I mean, I'm even using the proper big one, and it doesn't come out like this, and that actually left me really gutted. So I don't like that one, and I also don't like Radar. Again, looks gorgeous in the palette, really hard to get a good colour payoff. When I was doing my swatches in the first video, it took me 2 lots of rubbing and putting it on my hand to get a good payoff. And I was like, that's not normal for Urban Decay. Did I just get a bad palette? Did I get a really dodgy palette? Or have they just kind of let standards slip? Are they trying to get stuff out too quickly? And I mean, I've seen adverts for a new palette that's coming out, like a Radar one or something. And I thought, you're churning them out too quick. You're not putting the care and attention in. I mean, look at how long we had to wait between Naked 1 and Naked 2. There was such a long wait, and Naked 2 is amazing. And then there was another long wait in between Naked 3, and that one was also amazing, although there's no black in it, which kind of left me a bit gutted, but I just like black. But this, I think they've put more thought into the packaging than what they have into the actual concept of, not the concept, the creation of the colours. I don't think the formula is as good as it used to be. And it's hard for me to say that because I love Urban Decay. Still doesn't crease, which is good. It still lasts all day on me, which is good. It's just the fact that you look at these colours in here and you think they're going to be absolutely amazing, and they're not. It's like Black Market doesn't come out black. It comes out like a really dark grey. That's not what I want. I want black. And that's why I love Blackout in 2. 2 is my favourite palette, closely followed by 1 and then 3. And then this. And I really wanted this to be my favourite, and I'm actually really gutted. But anyway, I'm going to shut up about how much I dislike this palette. Urban Decay are not going to be sponsoring me anytime soon because I'm not exactly selling their products very well, am I? I'm not going to do a full face today, guys. I'm just going to do a few of the colours on my face. So I'm just putting my primer potion on first. I absolutely love primer potion. I really do. I love primers in general. I can't recommend enough using a primer, especially if you've got hooded eyes. Like I've got hooded eyes, which I get from my dad. Thanks, Dad. And that's another reason, like some people say, why do you wear your makeup so high? It's because if I just put it on my lid and I open my eyes, you're not going to see it, and I look Chinese and it looks stupid. That's not an offensive racist thing or at all. You can just see this tiny little, it looks awful. So I have to go higher so that you can actually see what I've done. But yeah. Tip all my crap out. Yeah, this was the one that I got in my first Naked, because I've had 2 Naked palettes now, Naked 1, and I got this shadow brush and I use this every day. So I'm going to go with Armour, which is the glittery silver, and I'm going to put that, do you want me to zoom you in so you can actually see what the hell I'm doing? I'm going to put that on the inside of my lid. See, this will just kind of show you, all you guys who want to know how I do my makeup, I put up a tutorial not long ago, and this will just prove that literally all I do with my makeup every day is I do the same technique, just different colour combinations. That's all I do. I get so many people, oh, I love your makeup. How do you do your makeup? It's really easy. You just slap a bit on, do a bit of blending. Job done. See, that's not even that great. It might look good on camera, but it hasn't fully covered. It's not like my Naked one. I could go into one of them gorgeous gold shades and just literally swipe the brush in it and pack it on, and it would be amazing. Whereas this, it took me three swipes to get a good colour payoff, and that leaves me a bit gutted. Do you know what I mean? You do get quite a bit of fallout. I know you do with chunky glitters anyway. So now I'm going to go into Black Market, which is the black one, obviously, and put this on the other side of my lid. But yeah, see, it's not black. That, to me, that's not black. It might look, it looks blacker on camera, but it's really not. And I'm just like, what you doing, Urban Decay? Why have you gone so crap all of a sudden? It leaves me gutted, it really does, because I love Urban Decay. I know it don't sound like it right now. I'm going to take my little pencil brush and go into Armour and put that underneath. I'm sorry if you can't see anything. See, look at the mess I'm getting in. And I know I'm not tapping off my excess, but with this palette I've found if you tap off your excess, you have to keep going back in for more and more and more. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this palette yet. Like, I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it or sell it or contact Urban Decay and tell them how disappointed I am with it. I haven't actually decided yet. So yeah, that's my current state, and it's all over my face. So this is one of those palettes where you're going to have to do your eyeshadow before your foundation, or your foundation's going to be ruined. Now I'm going to take my fluffy brush and I'm going to go into 13, which is the lightest one. And I'm just going to, I haven't put my brows on yet, so it's a bit weird. I don't quite know what's happened to my brows. I don't know if makeup is just getting stuck in them. I mean, I cleanse my face every night and every morning, but my brows seem to be developing. I seem to have more brow than I'm used to. Well, not on this side, look. It just kind of disappears. So I have to draw that sucker in. And now I'm going to take, where is it? My MAC blending brush. And just go into the same two colours that I've been using and just take them up. I feel like I tend to not use this palette in the week because it takes me longer to do my makeup now, because I have to keep going over the same section so many times. I don't have time for that before work, so I don't reach for this palette. Today is the first day that I've used this palette in about 4 or 5 days, and I wear makeup every day. And that's not good, because when you get a new palette, you're supposed to be really excited about it and want to use it all the time, and this one I'm just kind of like, nah, whatever. Now I'm going to take my big fat fluffy brush that I've been sitting on, so now it's kind of in flat, and just do blackout up here. I think I'm going to have to go back in with blackout over this, because I'm really not happy with the colour payoff of this at all. And then I can show you a comparison. I personally think they should put blackout in every Naked palette from now on, because it is such a good black. Even if you don't tend to use black much as a shadow, you could use it as a liner. So that is my opinion for Urban Decay. I think that they should put blackout in every palette, because it is just amazing. So yeah, that's the eyes at the moment. You can't see much colour difference. I'm so gutted, because I really wanted this palette to be amazing, and it's not, and it leaves me gutted. It leaves me absolutely devastated that it doesn't work properly. See, straight away that's looking better, because I'm adding, look at the colour difference, can you tell? Between the blackout and Black Market. I'm not saying it's not a good palette. It is a good palette, and it does work for creating smoky looks, because the colours do blend well together. I just don't think that the colour payoff is very good, and I think it cheapens the palette, if that makes sense. I think it really cheapens the palette down, and that's not good. And I'm getting a hell of a lot of fallout under my eyes that I'm going to have to clean up. I look like I've been on a drug binge for about 4 days. And now I'm going over Armour with Verve in Naked 2, which is this one. And it's brightening up Armour, because in the box Armour looks really pretty, it looks really silvery, and it's not, it's just kind of grey. All the colours are very similar. You put them on and it's like, oh well, I'm sure I've just put that one on, and you haven't, but they all seem to come out the same. And it's not to do with my brushes, it's not to do with my brushes not being clean, because look, see? It's not good. Not happy with this palette at all. Now I'm just kind of trying to blend out the top a little bit, so I don't look too much like a panda. And then I've got to clean up again, because look. Oh my god. But because it's so good, it's hard to get off again. Do you like my sexy face? That on pulling. Okay, so this is all just from fallout. That's ridiculous. So yeah, that's what I've created so far. I haven't tried them wet yet. That'll be quite interesting to try them wet. But today was not the day to do that because I'm going out shortly and I haven't got time. But yeah, I haven't tried them wet. I wonder if that would make any difference. Maybe the colours would look a bit different if they were done wet. Should we try it now? Let's just try it on the hand. It doesn't say wet, it says damp. So let's get, where's my brush gone? There it is. Let's get my brush. Let's dampen. I'm going to try the two colours that I was so excited for and disliked the most. So I'm going to try it on Smolder. No. It just makes it a little bit more intense. Well, it has brought the colour out a little bit more actually. So this is dry and this is damp, and I will take a photo of this just to show what they look like. And now let's try Armour, which is the one that I've got on my eyes. I'm putting the two wet swatches next to each other. Yeah, I think this might be one of them palettes where if you don't want all the colours to look the same, you have to use them wet. So let me zoom you out because you're too close. So yeah, that's dry and that's wet. So yeah, well that's just discovered the issues of the Naked Smokey. You have to use it damp. So let me take a photo for you guys. So the two in the middle are the wet ones. Yeah, so these two in the middle are the wet ones, the two on the outside are the dry ones. And I will put that photo in as well so that you can see what it looks like. So that's obviously what you have to do, because it says in this pamphlet on one of the looks, or probably more than, let's have a look. Dampen a clean shadow brush and apply radar, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, you have to use some of it damp to get the look you want. Because like in this palette, in the iconic one, it says to use Smolder, and they've made it look really purple. I don't know if you can tell. They've made it in the bottom here, they've made it look really purple, but it won't come out like that unless you dampen the brush. So, yeah. So anyway, guys, that is the Naked Smokey. I'm sorry that it's not a more positive review, but I like to be honest with you guys, and I would hate to sort of sit here and say, oh my god, it's amazing, go buy it, and then I know a lot of you guys are like me and you can't afford to just go out and buy new makeup all the time, and I'd hate for someone to watch my video and think, yeah, I'm going to get it, go and spend 38 quid on a palette and then it's crap. You know, I'd rather be honest with you guys. If you still want to buy it, by all means do, and I'm not saying don't. It is a nice palette, but it requires a lot more work than the others. So if you like quick makeup, or if you don't have much time, don't get the Smokey because it's going to take you longer to do your makeup. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this video and my honest reviews. I am sorry, Urban Decay. I do still love you. I'm just not mad on this palette. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all next time. Bye.